From Washington, this is VOA News. Coming up, President Obama adds his voice to calls for an end to the Korean tensions. G8 foreign ministers agreeing on more aid for war-weary Syrian civilians. Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Norman, joined at the White House Thursday by visiting UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. President Obama said it's time for North Korea to end its belligerent approach.
Now is the time for North Korea to end the kind of belligerent approach that they've been taking and to try to lower temperatures. Nobody wants to see a conflict on the Korean Peninsula. But it's important for North Korea, like every other country in the world, to observe the basic rules and norms that are set forth, including a wide variety of UN resolutions that have passed. And we will continue to try to work to resolve some of those issues diplomatically, even as I indicated to the Secretary General that the United States will take all necessary steps to protect its people and to meet our obligations under our alliances in the region.
U.S. and South Korean forces are on heightened alert for a possible North Korean missile test. South Korea's defense ministry said Thursday it is fully prepared to deal with the North Korean launch. Meantime, U.S. Congressman Doug Lamborn, reading from what he said was an unclassified portion of a U.S. military intelligence report, said the Pentagon is moderately confident the North currently has nuclear weapons capable of delivery by ballistic missiles. However, he said intelligence believes the reliability of such a weapon will be low. G8 foreign ministers ending 2 days of talks in London Thursday issued a communique condemning North Korea's warlike threats. They also call for more humanitarian aid to help civilians in Syria. William Hague is Britain's Foreign Secretary.
We agreed that our immediate priorities are increasing humanitarian access, ensuring that donors who generously pledged their support at the Kuwait conference fulfill their commitments, and supporting stability in the countries that are providing shelter to refugees. And we also welcomed the UN Secretary General's announcement of an investigation into the possible use of chemical weapons in Syria.
Secretaries Haig and John Kerry of the United States witnessed on Wednesday heard opposition appeals for more military aid, but a U.S. official said they did not promise anything. Britain and France have advocated amending, that is, or lifting a European Union arms embargo on Syria to support the rebels. Russia and Germany oppose such a move, arguing it could allow weapons to fall into the hands of Islamist militants and fuel a regional conflict. The leader of Nigeria's militant Islamist sect Boko Haram has rejected the idea of any potential amnesty offered by the government. Abu Bakr Shekau, the purported head of the group, says the militants have not done anything wrong that requires amnesty. He says that it is Boko Haram that should grant the Nigerian government a pardon. Human Rights Watch says 2 ethnic Tuareg men arrested in February and tortured by Malian soldiers near Timbuktu have died of detention in a central prison in Bamako. The story now from VOA's Ann Look.
Human Rights Watch says the 2 men died during the night of April 6th to April 7th at Bamako's central prison as a result of excessive heat in their non-ventilated cell. HRW says the deceased were among 7 Tuareg men detained on February 15th and then severely tortured and beaten by Malian soldiers in the Timbuktu region. The men told HRW that the soldiers accused them of supporting armed Islamist groups. HRW called for the Malian government to investigate the torture of the 7 men on March 26th. Authorities in Bamako told VOA that they are still looking into the circumstances of the reported deaths of the 2 detainees. Ann Look, VOA News, Dakar.
Polio could be eradicated worldwide by 2018, says hundreds of international scientists, doctors, and experts. Thursday, they collectively endorsed a new strategy to achieve that goal. The strategy was outlined in the Global Polio Eradication Initiative announced last week. Among other steps, it calls for delivering polio vaccines to more children at risk, especially in Afghanistan, Nigeria, and Pakistan. Get more news by going to our website at voanews.com.